everyone done? How many more slides do you have? Just a few more, no worries. It's short. We're going to spend most of the time on the game. Okay, so water pollution. This is what we're going to talk about next. Water pollution is when a body of water is adversely affected due to the addition of large amounts of materials in water, which includes bacteria, trash, and other chemicals. So the causes of water pollution. You guys don't have to write down the examples, so just know that there's two types of sources. So, causes of water pollution. When the water is unfit for intended use, it's considered polluted. And there's two types of water pollutants. There's point source, which occurs when harmful substances are emitted directly into the body of water. So like an example would be an oil spill. And non-point source would be delivers pollutants indirectly through the environmental changes. An example would be when fertilizers from the field is carried onto a stream by rain, and then it goes into the body of water in the form of a runoff. And most pollutants come from sewage and fertilizers. So that's something to think about. Good? Effects on human health. So you guys could only write the bullet points. That makes sense? So effects on human health. It disrupts the natural food chain. So pollutants such as lead and cadmium are eaten by tiny animals in the polluted waters, and later these animals are consumed by fish and shellfish. So then all the chemicals that the tiny animals ate are now in the fish, and then the food chain continues and it goes up to higher levels. So you guys are familiar with the food chain, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, the humans are affected. We are affected by the chemical from the tiny animal, and people can get diseases from eating the chemicals, such as hepatitis by eating seafood and seafood that has been poisoned. So in effect, this is how it affects. Is that why we get the hepatitis B shot? Yeah. Dang, can I ask a question? Because if you really think about it, if the tiny animals eat the chemicals and that's eaten by the fish and stuff, and we eat the fish, and we don't really know if there's chemicals inside, like it could be like a tiny amount, but the chemicals are still inside us. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you guys have the 2 bullet points, right?
Nope.
Yeah. garbage, and oil spills have begun to overwhelm the diluting capabilities of the oceans, and most coastal waters are now polluted. Beaches around the world are closed regularly because of the high amounts of bacteria from sewage disposal. So they wouldn't want you guys swimming in water filled with bacteria and garbage and all that nasty stuff. And marine wildlife is beginning to suffer.
That wasn't me. This guy.
Why did I hit you? Kevin, bro.
Is this the last slide?
Yes.
There's another one, but it's not that much.
No.
Is everyone good?
No.
No?
I'm right. Then.
Wait for a second.
Done. Dude. You're all messed
Shut up, you see.
You guys good? Holly, are you done? So, possible solutions. Conserve water. So save as much water as you can. But don't be ridiculous about it and say, oh, I'm not going to take a shower because I want to save water. But just try to use less of it. Okay? Reduce urban and suburban runoff from lawn fertilizers and pesticides. So, like I said, fertilizers, when there's chemicals in the fertilizers that, from rain and stuff, it eventually goes into the waters and the rivers and other water sources, and prevent just further destruction of wetlands and reestablish them whenever possible. Bless you. Drive less, like I said, and improve sewage treatments.
Oh, nice. My head.
Okay, so you guys don't need to write this down, but so there's questions to think about. If we continue these habits, what will happen, and will the world really end if we don't work to solve these symptoms? So what do you guys think?
Yes, we should work together.
Why do you think it's
Shut
gonna
up. I'm sorry.
like completely end if we don't work to solve it? You don't know, but can you see how it affects our health? And if we keep
pollution.
So if we continue these habits, our health is going to be affected. Like, so we need to work to solve these problems. Is there any more thoughts that you guys want to share about what you guys just learned or anything? Any questions? No?
What's up with the same 2000?
Oh, the 2012. So if you really think about it, if we continue to pollute our waters and pollute our air, they're kind of predicting that if it continues and it gets worse, we're eventually gonna like die and stuff. But I don't know. There's still some stuff out there that we still need to think about. So these are just, and remember that these are only 2 impacts of global warming. There's other stuff that contributes to global warming, but these are just 2 that we're talking about today. Okay. So you have your sheets, right? So on the top right corner, do you guys see a sticker? So you either have a panda or a raccoon. And what we're going to do today is we're going to play a game. Exciting, right? So if I could have the pandas on this side and the raccoons on this side, that would be great.
Whatever I put in there.
You gotta proceed.
Okay, I'll give you guys 1 minute.